Okay, next big chunk of your website plan here. And this one causes the most amount of drama on a web team. So the content for sure is the hardest for you. Designing is definitely the hardest for the designer or for the web team. So this is where a lot of when I'm doing a website project and the client starts getting frustrated or the emotions are high and discouragement is and disappointment are the highest is where they feel we have not understood what they're looking for in terms of design. I know I felt this in hiring designers. Like I'll hire someone and I'll get them to do something, and I look at it, I'm like, "Are you serious? This is ridiculous. Like, what am I paying you for?" Like, and that's very, very common in design because design is subjective. Something that I love, the client may hate. I can't tell you how many times I've designed something or my team has designed something and we send it to the client and we love it. We think it's beautiful, like it's gorgeous. Our interpretation is it's what the client's looking for after all the planning information, and it falls flat. The client's like, this is not even close to what I was looking for. And so that happens a lot. And so since that, I'm sorry, it's happened a lot before, but in the last year or two, as we refined our process for design planning, that has gone down. So for you as the client, this is a step to help you minimize frustration and disappointment, and really get what you want. Because where website projects bleed money, as I've mentioned, is in revisions. And a good designer is expensive. And so you don't want to waste their time, right? So you want to come and help them get into your head. Like I always say when we go into design phase with a client, I'm like, unfortunately, the matrix is not real. I can't put a screw in my head and be dialed in to what you want and just know, like, I know jujitsu. Like it doesn't work like that. So it's like we don't mind read. We don't know what you're looking for. So you have to communicate as best as you can what you have in mind. Um, Design has sort of two different sort of approaches. One is the client doesn't know what they want. They're totally open to creative license. They have some colors, but they're like, let's see what you can do. That's more rare, but that gives sort of the designer full creative control. What's more normal is the client will have very clear ideas of what they're looking for. These are my colors. These are my fonts. This is the style I like. These are some samples I like. I don't like this. I do like this. And that is so helpful. I know a lot of people think designers are going to be insulted by too much information, and I completely disagree. I think more is always better. Like the faster you can get us into your mind, the less frustration you're going to feel. And I know this is difficult because sometimes I talk to clients and they'll say, I'm not a designer, I'm not creative. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want. And then it used to happen where I would say, don't worry about it, we'll figure it out together. And we would forego the design process. And then we'd send the first mock up, and the client would be so disappointed. They're like, this is not what I had in mind. However, they had not given any design direction, but in their head, they did know what they want. They just didn't want to take the time to get it out of their head and onto the paper so we could figure it out. And in those situations where there is no clear path like mapped out, it can go to 5, 10 rounds of revisions, which is expensive and exhausting for everyone. So don't let this happen to you. I'm going to take you through how to communicate with a web designer, how to prep, how to get them what they need so that the design phase just goes fast and it's smooth and you get what you want quicker than having to go through multiple rounds of revisions and guessing and it's irritating. It's frustrating for everyone involved. So we want to help you skip that whole step, and let's go to the next video.